Okay, evolution of bending moments. I haven't drawn out the fish or the insect, but this will be the pattern. Circle, pentacle, hexagon. Relationship between the three. Circle pulses between the two, and the pi natural is the pentacle, and it's bigger than the hexagon, so it supports the hexagon via the circle, which is pulsing. The center of bending is outside the mass, at the center of the sphere, meter 4, second moment of area. And here we understand the second moment of area at last, because we can understand the first moment of area as the center of the universe, center of the planet. The second moment of area, the moon, bending around the Earth, the atmosphere. So you get a sphere, dot point, small sphere, Earth's surface and atmosphere, balance weight, moon, linked by belt mechanism, 4:2 to -1 twist ratio, causing a bending at the center, back at the center again. So the second moment of area is the greater force, because it's powered by the infinite force at the center of the universe. So that they're matching powers, but because it's got this twist ratio in it, it's a greater force. So it slows, it's a drag factor on the center of the planet, and that drag factor is experienced here in the atmosphere. Currents, atmosphere moves around, it's water, it's flow of water. So the efficiency of the planet is measured by the value of H. It should be something much more sweet, something approaching pi natural. As we approach pi natural, the pulse is not flapping around mindlessly, it's sweet, sweetly set. And so the bending moment now at the center can settle, and that the bending moment is the moment of consciousness. So what we experience now is a twisted fabric of reality here at the surface. We're bending too far because we're leaning back. Vitruvian Man, if you lean back and look at 11 o'clock, it's always the 11th hour. That's where your gaze will be drawn to. Look how beautiful I am. Look at my reflection. No, you need to be looking ahead. You'll see your reflection of what you're actually doing. You'll be right on the beat of the moment when we all lean forwards. But do that left-hand bend inside. The Vitruvian Man is merely those four. All it does, the circle and the positions are showing the forces that are creating you. Put your arms down. The pinned joint there. The pin joint stays where it is. That's the base of the heart. The heart's grabbed that pin joint and twisted it and held it. So when you put your arms down, it's held there. So the pulse of the universe is experienced in your heart. So the value of H is the value of the efficiency of your heart. So my father died of a bad heart. I wonder if they're related. So the bending moments now at the center of evolution, the first time it splits, so it's been held, the first time that pinch point gets held by anything creating a surfactant layer, it will hold it for a moment and something will happen there. There'll be a transform of the bending moment. First one's fish, Cambrian. Simple, it's just a sperm turned into an action. Instead of it rotating, it can do this, and it can choose which direction to go. It's a flash of light, isn't it? A fish, the scales, flashes of light. So they're flashes of light made real, and the meat just builds up inside based on the forces that are being expressed by the creatures that are created from the forces that are placed there. Just like the postman. The postman is created from exactly the same thing. And in moments of evolution, that's superpowered, and those things just burst out. They appear. That's man evolving. That's where we came from. That's who we are. They walk around inside us, like little creatures running us as factories. So then you get one. Vitruvian hummingbird shows 3, and that's led me into this. Look at the bending of where the wings go, forcing the pentacle to the center. It's really a nice illustration, the hummingbird. It forces the pentacle star, the top bar, it forces it towards the pin joint now because there's a heartbeat there. Heartbeat was created by the fish, that heartbeat has created this additional force now, pin joint, but there's 3, so that's much more advanced life. The transform is occurring there at the center, the balance, and then you split it to 5, and there's man, but chassis of man, because then there's 6, the transform of the hexagon frame. So we're now back to a hexagon frame. So you can see in Vitruvian Man how we're supporting a hexagon frame as well. So by leaning in our twisting, by the twisting of our heart, leaning into the bend, we evolve. And have a look at where the heart is in you. If you want to know how you're going to evolve, the heart should be there according to the Vitruvian Man system, and it's not. It's here. It's here. It's twisted down. It's like a fruit that's grown up and then flopped over. In flopping over, it's now rotating clockwise relative to the flow of the energy. Do you see? And so that's the twist is held by this because it's flopped over. So the base of the heart is that pin's joint. And so evolution is built on a heartbeat and constructs creatures around it by the thoughts that the heartbeat then creates. So instead of having to listen to the postman and the instructor through the postman shed, you do it yourself through your heart. You listen to your heart and grow your heart. Listen with love and the values of Christ, engineering Reynolds number, health and safety rule, and suddenly everything starts to settle. And we realise that the value of H is the value of the efficiency of our hearts and the power of evolution. So when we anchor this moment right now, all of us together will step into this moment of evolution, which is about to happen, which is being suppressed. But they're trying to put a dustbin lid on a volcano. It's unstoppable. You've just got to go with it, and it's just be ready for what's coming. And it's brilliant news. It's all brilliant news. Evolution of bending moments, the Da Vinci decode, the divine feminine, the joining of the blade and the chalice, the Holy Grail, the Star of David, the symbol and the word Israel corrupted. Course, but they're showing us the truth. The blade and the chalice is the Holy Grail. It proves the divine feminine in the Da Vinci Code. That's what it's all about. You've read the book. You've read the book. I just read it. It's all there. We, males, evolve into creatures who experience the female cycle as well. Possibly entirely. That we accept the changes that the women go through. We accept that we have to share those, and in sharing them, we lighten their load. And this whole system balances beautifully between the yin and the yang, and the male and the female, and we've got a settled species as we approach pi natural, because we understand everything. And I mean everything. This is going to come out. Eric Weinstein, you're destroyed. Sit with Joe Rogan and say, we're destroyed. And I'm so grateful. Thank you to all you outsiders, you cranks, you crackpots, you retired engineers who did this work on our behalf to save us all. And now we all move forward together with love, and all is forgiven. As long as you do the work. Look at your choices. So Eric, look at your choices. Let's play. Let's do some boogie woogie, because the future is music. 4, 3, 2. It's all true. Follow the Rebel King.